If you're the kind of person who dreams of daily driving something as exotic as a Lamborghini Urus, but if only it was 20 times cheaper and had 3 times the fuel economy, well then this might be the perfect car for you, because of course the Land Rover or Range Rover Evoque is already an exceedingly popular vehicle. They look fantastic, they have great space, practicality for a daily driver, but they're far more modestly sized than virtually any other Land Rover or Range Rover model, making them fantastic around town, for parking, etc. This one though takes all of those advantages, including fuel economy, much of which we'll get into in a second, and makes it much more rare, much more eye-catching, and much more special, not least of which because of who is behind it. Many of you will recognise the name Kahn because they are very, very well known in the world of tuning when it comes to Land Rovers and Range Rovers, and this is indeed a Kahn RS250 version of the Evoque, finished in Lamborghini green with black and green leather and suede, that lovely quilted stitching across the board in the interior as well. It's a very special place to be, both inside and out, and definitely stands out as much as a rare vehicle like it deserves to. At the same time though, you have all of the practicality advantages which the Evoque already has to its name. The 2.2 litre SD4 engine, here of course an automatic version, so perfect for long distance cruising, motorway driving, even as a daily driver, and what that means in practice is nearly 200 horsepower, 310 foot-pounds of pulling power, which is very good for a smaller 4x4 such as these are, but at the same time you can average up to 44 miles to the gallon, which is more hatchback territory, not a 4x4, and a very, very good advantage to have there, and as high as 50 to the gallon on the motorway. Because of that efficiency, even as a 2012 car, it's barely over £300 a year to tax, 305 in particular, and of course any who know their 4x4 tax brackets these days know that is a lot cheaper than many, less than half the price in many cases. In terms of its mileage, it's fantastic there as well. In fact, it's a hefty amount better than most on the market, around 27,000 less miles than the average for a 2012 Evoque, at barely 67,000. Of course, it has service history, which you can peruse as well, including a recent service and new fuel injectors as well. And of course, being already an Evoque, it is very well equipped, certainly for its price point, which we'll touch on in a second. It has that full Kahn body kit, touchscreen display, Meridian sound system, Bluetooth, auxiliary and USB connectivity, cruise control as mentioned, parking sensors, climate control, naturally ISOFIX ready seats for the kids, and all of this, the practicality, the space, the efficiency, but with that added rarity and wow factor when it comes to its visuals inside and out, is still under £13,000. So if you are already on the market for a Range Rover Evoque, but want something more special, certainly more eye-catching and more striking, then there are undoubtedly very few which will stand out quite as much as this one on the market. So of course, if you would like to reach out regarding it, you could send us an email to the address shown here on screen, or of course give us a call on 01749 871 155 or on our mobile number of 07482 267 439.